Hello, this is Simi B, telecasting today. Welcome back to my channel. Last video was a mess, and I'm so sorry about it. That was like my first/second YouTube video ever. If you are concerned about the organization of this video, don't be. Fear not, fret not. For today's video, it is going to be very, very different. I think that I'm trying something that no one has ever tried before. Let me give you like a little explanation. But you know how when you're singing something, humming something, and you're thinking, dang, I wish this was a real song. But have you ever done that with a song like in a different language? That is my dilemma. That's where I'm sitting right now. I only know one language, and that's English. Not very romantic, not very interesting, intriguing, very universal, nothing different, just like every other person. But yeah, I will be speaking absolutely no French in this video, but I am determined to make my French song. Are you ready? I still want to incorporate a couple of, let's say, phrasings or pronunciations to the song. I wrote down 2 songs. I think I want to analyze voila first. The voila, voila, voila. Got the lyrics, got the notebook. I'm going to write down notes. I'm gonna just look to see like what phrases I like and stuff like that.
I'm specifically looking for words that are easy to use and easy to rhyme to. Right now, the words that stand out are daron, pas. I'm definitely probably gonna use je suis. Like, that's the basic. You've got to use that.
Time's up. Focus. Ah! Oh, it's focusing. Those are my favorite phrases. And I know you're like, Simone, how are you going to make a song? You have 10 words written down. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to reduce, reuse, and then I'm going to recycle, okay? The more I'm writing this low-key sounds like Spanish. But comment down below at the end of the video, does this sound more like Spanish or French? Thumbnail. I finished my lyrics. Hold on. I might as well just sing it for you. Okay. Quoi dans ma sanité, quelle est quoi? Dans de l'élevage et mes parents c'est la hâte. Mando de la descueño. Attends de l'éveil que personne on y fait, je n'ai pas conséquences. That's the song, and I'm so happy to do what I'm going to do next, which is actually create the song. Let's start off plunking up some melodies on the piano. So actually we're gonna take a little road trip. Are you excited? We're gonna go to my piano. I'm basically just trying to figure out a good chord progression. A good chord progression. Again. So this is day 2 of me trying to do a French song with no French. Girl, I was at the piano for hours, slaving. But I did figure out a piano melody, which is good, so I'm gonna play that for you. I swear that's the best it's gonna get. I've been doing this for like repeat since 10 a.m. What time is it right now? 12. But now let's go on ahead and record this into Ableton because I got my computer. Let's hook her up and open her up first. I'm using, I don't know what kind of cord this is, you guys. I have an adapter as well because Lord knows this cannot connect to a MacBook. It's a bit hard to connect these things. I found the plug into the adapter into my computer. All right, so I have Ableton pulled up on my computer. So let's get started by basically connecting the piano to some sort of piano instrument.
Ideally, I'm thinking I want a grand piano for this song, but it doesn't hurt to look around and see what other instruments they have to offer.
All right, and I think we're ready to record. So let's get into this. It's not on tempo. For some reason, it's tripping me up to do this with headphones. This obstacle will not crush us. I decided I was just gonna record the piano in parts because I can. It's obvious at this point that I can't record the piano perfectly all at once. Alright, so I finally have my first section done. Let's go in and do a little deep dive. I obviously want everything to start at 1, so I'm going to drag it to 1. And we're gonna take a closer look to this track. We're gonna do like a little zoop. To do that, I just click over here. I'm going to highlight this and do Command U, which means quantize. I believe it quantized 1/16. Let's hear if it's okay. I accidentally held this down and it's supposed to just be one note, so we're just going to... Oh no! Ah! I didn't mean to do that. We're just gonna make this shorter. So now it should be in time and sound good. Now I'm gonna duplicate the track by doing Command D, delete what's down here. Now we're gonna record the second part.
I'm just doing the same thing that I did with the first track, recording it, quantizing it, and making sure that all the notes are in time. Let's get it!
New location, unlocked. I love recording vocals on my bed. I know that sitting down is not the proper way to record vocals, but I've done it so much to the point where my voice is stronger sitting down. I'm back in Ableton right now, and I just hold on. Let me screen record because we're not having what happened last time happen again. I lost so many screen recordings. It was like, I just realized that I didn't name my project yet, so let's name this. Fake Branch. Okay, yeah, I added way more piano than I do have lyrics. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board with these lyrics. Okay, I'm waiting for these Okay, are you guys ready? Please don't judge me. I get so nervous when I sing in front of people. Quando la solitude départ, mange la firme, on se lâche, colore un ventre qui pise un monument, accueille un confident, paye, dans l'élevage, mais pas un me estuve el descuento a tant de regards en personne. Only if I vivant n'est pas this. Only if I je n'ai tout conséquences. Only amor. Only amor. What do you think? We are not going to actually record this into Ableton, so let's get started. Let's get into it. Let's make sure that my mic is officially connected. Hold on, let's see if it's picking up through the mic. Let's see. Hello! It's laggy though. 32 samples!
Finally, I stopped yapping and started recording. Not me. I'm recording the main vocal, the main melody line, And usually after I do that, I like to record that same melody line, that same everything all over again, so I can beef it up and start panning the vocals left, right, center, etc. Because when you do that and you have multiple tracks, it makes the track sound fuller. And I want it to sound like she's being accompanied by a choir or someone. You know, she's not singing alone. She, as in me.
Now I'm just gonna keep adding harmonies. I don't think I'll stop every single time I add one, so just try and follow along the best that you can.
Okay, harmony time, but I do have bad news for you folks. Okay, so when I plug my headphones in during screen recordings, apparently it doesn't record the audio, so we won't be hearing anything until the end of the video. But you can bear with me. You can. Come on, keep watching the video. Just because you can. Just because you can. I wish I had like an easy way of explaining how I do the harmonies, but it's just kind of in my head and then I'll sing it. But there were some harmonies that I had to do that were very challenging. Like I had to go over to the piano and plunk out the notes one by one. That might be a very helpful method for someone who isn't good at harmonizing. What you want to do is go over to the piano, plunk out the notes of the bass line melody, and then you're going to try and make a chord with each note. And that chord, every other note in the chord, you're going to sing that note with the notes in the song. I really hope that makes sense, but that's what I did with some of the harmonies, and I found it to be incredibly helpful.
I'm just gonna go straight into adding FX on the vocals to make it sound good, panning it and stuff like that. Working on the piano too, because she sounds a little... Ooh, wait, why do I look so good right now? Like, this lighting is so eating. I wanted to give an update. This is so unfortunate, but my plugins don't want to load, and I'm so upset about it. Like, I can't work on anything. Guys, can I have a GoFundMe for a new computer? Hey guys! I didn't get anything done yesterday because none of the plugins were downloading, but I finally figured it out after much research and much, like, I don't know, much finagling. I was able to download my plugins, so now we are back on track, starting with the piano.
So much like the vocals, I'm going to make duplicates of each piano track, and I'm going to pan it left, right, and center. Okay, and now I'm gonna add compressor and 2 EQs. I added 2 because the EQ that Ableton provides is just not very specific enough. I'm turning down the compressor so everything is at an equal level, and now I'm messing around with the EQ a bit. And with said EQ, I am trying my best to accentuate the highs of the track, just to give this piano more dynamic. Like I said, MIDI pianos just have such a flat tone to them, so if we can add more highs, more lows, that would be great. And now I'm just doing some more specific EQing to cut out any frequencies that I don't want to hear. I'm basically doing the same process with the other tracks of lowering the compressor, adding my EQ, but the only difference is I'm going to add the EQ depending on what I want accentuated more, so whether, well, like the previous track, whether that be the highs, the mids, or the lows. That's basically what I'm working on accentuating right now.
I just finished editing the piano. It was not that bad. I'm thinking about exporting all of the piano tracks and basically compressing it into one audio file so it doesn't take up too much space on my computer, so let's go on ahead and do that. We're finally working on the vocals now. I forgot to record this, but I already started chopping up the vocals, and then I was like, wait, no, I need to start in the piano first. But what I do when I chop up the vocals, I mainly look for, like, the breaths. Like, I just want to take all the breaths out so you don't hear.
When I'm chopping up the vocals, I will also make sure that everything, like every word, is in alignment. Like, I will adjust the words to make sure they all start on time, as you can clearly see. That's what I'm doing right now. I didn't do the best job with that with this track, but usually for my final tracks and stuff like that, like ones intended for release, I will go ham. I will analyze the fudge nuggets out of that.
I just finished chopping up the vocals. 27 tracks. 27 tracks, you guys. This song is 27 tracks. Should I do like a summary of how it went? I think it went pretty good. Yes. Let's just add the effects to the vocals. Let's get into it.
Alright guys, so we're getting into the tricky part, which is like editing the vocals. I feel like I need to do like a whole in-depth video like separately for just that. I kid you not, I use just about like 12 or more plugins. I don't know, it's just because like your girl sings off key sometimes, but like we still trying to vibe. Like please. I can list off the EQ, shoot. Guys, it's 3 a.m. right now while I'm doing this voiceover, so please bear with me. I will list the effects that I use. I will use an EQ, of course. I will use a reverb. I will use a de-esser. I will use auto-tune, of course. I will use a punch, which is kind of similar to a limiter. And then what else do I use? I feel like there's more. A mic modification, because I don't think this is a cheap microphone, but it's definitely not the best of the best quality. Is that all that I use? Dude, I can't even remember. Like, that's how many plugins I'll use. Oh, and then I'll use the throat plugin. Remember when I said we're gonna record multiple takes of like each line so we can get a fuller version of that? Well, sometimes with the duplicate tracks, I will put the throat modification on it so it can sound like a different person is singing. It can modify your voice to where it will sound wider, longer, fuller. I think that's everything that I use. I wish I could go like fully into depth, but if I did, I'm telling you this video would be like 3 hours. Well, an hour, probably like 30 minutes or something. I don't know.
Ah, sweet victory! I just finished the song after 4 days. After 4 days. Okay, guys, this is the final song.
On